starting with our remaining part of the chapter. Yesterday we have gone through the forms of government, different forms, types of government. That was democratic government and authoritarian government. And we have completed yesterday forms of democratic government. I'll recap in a few minutes. That is parliamentary form of government, presidential form of government, and continental constitutional monarchy. Yes, students. Yes, students. So this was about this. Now today we will go for the authoritarian government, students. The word authoritarian means, I'll share my PPT also with this, students. Authoritarian means absolute obedience to the authority. Thus, an authoritarian government places restrictions on the activities of individuals and groups. It means the person who is highest authority, everyone has to obey him. Means complete obedience, means completely according to his only the things are going to be done in the country. In this, a small group of people or a strong political party controls all the decision making in the government. And such type of government is found in Egypt, Azerbaijan, Syria, etc. and are popular authoritarian governments. So this was about the authoritarian government, students. Now about its different forms. Yes, power, students. Yes, forms of authoritarian government. See, in this type of government, authoritarian government, power is held by individual or small groups. Government has unlimited power, means government has full power. Their people's wishes are not considered. Power often taken by the force, and it also controls and extends to all aspects of citizens' life. Means full control of people's life is there in the hands of government. In such government, citizens have little voice in government. Means people have little to say, and that is also not certain their wishes will be fulfilled or not. So this type of government is authoritarian government. Now we move towards its different forms. Forms of authoritarian government. Monarchy. In this type of government, powers are concentrated in the hands of king or queen. Means in monarchy, a power, the supreme authority is king or queen. Monarch or king enjoys all the power, and such type of ruling is there in Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates, means Arabian countries, students. So again I'll explain you. Monarchy means only one person is the whole and sole authority. He may be a king or queen, and full power is enjoyed by him. So whatever king says, that people has to follow. Next is the military. In this system of government, a military leader or group of elites dictate and hold power. Enforcement of law is based on force, where people have limited liberty. So, in this system, the military leader is the head of the country and he holds full power. So, whatever decisions for the country has to be taken are taken by the military man. Enforcement of law means whatever rules and regulations has to be made are taken by this military leader. And people have limited liberty, means people have limited freedom. They are not free to do according to their wishes, students. So this was about different forms of authoritarian government. See, dictatorship is also type of this also only. In this form of government, all powers rest in the hands of one person or small group of people. And countries like Egypt, Syria has this form of government, means supreme authority is done by one leader only. If people's wishes are not considered under such type of government, as we can say democratic government. India's democracy, where we people elect our leaders and government is run according to our wish. But in authoritarian government, such things are not happening, where it's a group of leader only takes all the decisions of the country, and rules and regulations are also made by them only, and people are imbibed to follow their decisions, students. So this was about the authoritarian government and its different forms, students. Now we have now we'll go through the women's suffrage movement. See, women's suffrage movement means women had a long fight for their right to vote. I earlier also explained before my class starting that right to vote was given to women very late. Earlier, when right to vote was started, it was given only to rich people and men only. So for this, women led a long battle. So that is women's suffrage. I'll explain you in detail now. The right to vote was not given to women in many countries of the world until the beginning of 20th century. It was during the First World War that women's suffrage movement was launched. So during First World War, this women's suffrage movement started. Suffrage means the right to vote in public elections. The women who campaign for the right are known as suffragettes. Yes. So those women who fought for their rights are called as suffragettes. The suffragettes organized themselves into a movement and began demanding the right to vote, not only for themselves but also for other women. So those women who were suffragettes, they fought not only for themselves but also for the rest of the women. They led rallies to demonstrate their determination for achieving the right to vote. So they started rallies, they went on dharnas, they went on strikes so that they could get the right to vote. They can also get equal respect in the society. Even in advanced countries like United States, women did not have the right to vote. So it was all the countries of the world, developed countries, also face such a same problem. If women were not given the right to vote. The women in the USA got the right to vote in 1920. That too after the First World War. You all know, students, First World War started in 1914. So after this First World War, only in USA also the women got right to vote. While women in Britain got the right to vote in 1928. That is also true after the Second World War. We have studied this about the World War in grade 5. In India, this right to vote was given to women along with a man soon after independence. And India, we got very late. We got after 1947 when India became free from the British rule, students. So this was the women's suffrage movement, students. Now, students, this was